My heart floods with joy at seeing Mary again. She is as beautiful and sweet as ever. But she is in mortal danger from a man who once enslaved her, and I will not hear of her leaving me again. I shall protect Mary with my life.
My wife, Matilda, insists on giving the black woman, Mary, permanent accommodation at the Silverthorn. I tell Matilda I won't hear of it, and be damned if the woman doesn't throw me out. There's nothing I can do. The inn's ownership belongs to Matilda's brother. But I hear a rumour Bernard Randolph is looking for Mary, and I bargain with him for money to reveal her whereabouts.
I know where Mary's staying. I pay 4 strong louts to break into the Silverthorn late one night and kidnap Mary. They throw her into my carriage outside the inn, injured and unconscious. It's taken years to find her, and now my runaway shall pay the consequences for her disobedience. I tie Mary's hands and feet and hide her in a flat I rent from rough men in a poor neighborhood.
I wake up on the floor of a dirty flat. Bernard Randolph stares down at me. My nightmare is about to begin. I doubt I shall survive, but I find solace knowing my daughter, Sarah, escaped this monster.
When the ferry docks in Calais, I carry Dorothy to the shore. She is as thin as a child. Eliza walks alongside and Louis organizes the luggage. We stay overnight in Calais before the journey to Paris. Monsieur Blanchet is with us and insists Eliza and Louis accompany him to a party in a nearby suburb. I do not want Eliza out of my sight, but Monsieur Blanchet insists, and Dorothy agrees.
My assault and the scar it left makes me self-conscious and reluctant to be in society. When we arrive at the party, I hide the scar with my hand and remain withdrawn, but there are girls my age and they make me so welcome. I soon forget the past and throw myself into the festivities, and then a graceful woman draws me away for a quiet talk. She knows my sad history. I am shocked and ashamed, but then the woman shares her own trauma at the hands of evil men. Unlike me, however, the woman refuses to let what happened destroy her. With her help, I shed my shame and learn to face the world with dignity.
Eliza returns from the party a different person. She is gleeful and full of life. The next day, in the carriage on our way to Paris, Eliza refuses to allow us to tiptoe around her assault and demands knowledge of progress in the search for her attackers. Monsieur Blanchet and I tell her of 2 men, believed to be standover men for a gambling casino, who are the suspect. With her memory thus prompted, Eliza recalls the 2 monsters and can give a description of both. Eliza's description of one of her attackers matches a scoundrel I've seen in a large gambling den in Paris. Finally, we have a clue. Dorothy's illness, however, must be addressed before Monsieur Blanchet and I investigate further. Dr. Renard can do nothing but remove Dorothy's diseased breast. It is a horrible operation, but Dorothy survives and I am free to catch Eliza's attackers. I spy on Gilbert Allaire, a man we believe is one of Eliza's attackers. We hope the other man Eliza described will join Gilbert at the gambling den, and we can take both men to the police. But too many men fit the description, and we have no luck.
Father takes me to the patisserie I visited prior to my attack. The baker's son, Arthur, witnessed the assault. He remembers me. Oddly, the child produces a tin sailor and crushes it with his foot while looking at me as if he's my hero.
Little Arthur is telling us something. He points to the tattoo he drew on the arm of the broken toy sailor. It is the fleur-de-lis. I ask if one of Eliza's attackers had such a tattoo, and he nods. The toy sailor is one of the bad men who attacked Eliza, and Arthur is punishing him. I have seen this tattoo on one of Gilbert Allaire's men. Now we know the identities of both Eliza's attackers. They will not remain free for long.
Father and Monsieur Blanchet locate my attackers. One is arrested, and before the police can apprehend the other, Father lures the brute into an alleyway. They fight, and Father would have killed him if Monsieur Blanchet had not interceded.
Eliza's attackers are in jail. I wanted them guillotined, but the law has a lighter sentence for their crime against my daughter. Now, with Eliza's attackers caught and Dorothy recovering, the family return home to London.
We enjoy 2 years of joy and happiness. Eliza is her old self, happy and lively. August has renewed interest in life, and our 2 sons are strong and healthy. Our family flourishes. But alas, 2 years after having my breast removed, the cancer returns, and this time there is nothing young Vincent Renard can do for me. My days are limited, and my family rally around me.
Dorothy dies in my arms. Her parting wish is that I let go of the heartache I brought back from Waterloo all those years ago. Alas, her selfless, caring words remind me of the auburn-haired girl George, Daniel, and I assaulted in Hougoumont. Guilt over my lack of attention to Dorothy on her deathbed sends me into a deep depression. But then a letter arrives from an associate in Paris informing me I am no longer registered as an owner of Randolph & Sons Paris. There is treachery afoot, and I must stir myself and travel to France.
Father suspects Daniel's son, Louis, is involved in some plot against him, but Father asks me to say nothing while he travels to France to uncover the mystery. He refuses to take me with him, so I wait until he leaves, then make my own way to Calais, and then on to Lille, where Vincent Renard lives. Once there, I find Tante Belle, the woman at the party who cured me of my shame and rid me of my ungrounded guilt over my assault. I tell Tante Belle I am searching for my beloved Vincent Renard. She is shocked. Vincent Renard is her nephew.
I attend the company's bank in Paris and discover Daniel's son is involved in a plot that tricked me into signing my half share of the Paris company over to my partner, Fidèle Blanchette. Determined to fight the fraud, I storm into the company offices and am about to enter Fidèle's office when he rushes out and collides with me.
Louis en news det Elisa has traveled to France on her own. Louise concerned for her safety and the assuring Michel search for her. But then Auguste surprise me I rush from my office. When he tell him about Elisa, Auguste is struck with fear for his doctor and rush away, but not before telling me Elisa will be making her way to Lille. Things are coming to a head.
Eliza is on her own in France, and steps to recover my stolen half share of the Paris company must wait. I remember Remy Granger's offer of assistance and run from the company offices to his home in Paris. Remy doesn't hesitate to offer his help, and we leave that night in his phaeton for Lille. To my amazement, I meet my lost cousin George on the street.
I am Antelope, renamed Mary. Watch for further episodes or read the complete saga of my incredible journey. Antelope by Marea Whitley. Available at Amazon and other online bookstores.